The arms of the gnome. We need to crochet 2 gnomes in total, 1 red and 1 green. We'll demonstrate the red one. Take out the red yarn. Work into a magic ring. Wrap the yarn around your little finger. Then bring it up to index finger. Pinch the yarn tail with your thumb and middle finger. Okay. Make a loop around your middle finger. And pinch the crossover of the yarn with thumb and middle finger. Insert hook into the loop on middle finger. Hook the yarn and pull up loop. A magic ring is formed on middle finger. In round 1, start with 1 chain stitch, and then work 6 single crochets. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch. The chain stitch as a beginning is to raise a height and will not be counted into the number of stitches. Then work 6 single crochets. Insert hook into the magic ring. Yarn hook and pull up loop through the ring. Then yarn hook and pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. 1 single crochet is done. Such a V shape on the side stands for 1 stitch. Place a marker in the first stitch, through the underneath of both loops of the V shape. Okay. Continue to work 5 more single crochets in the same way. Insert hook into the ring, hook the yarn and pull up loop. Yarn hook, pull through both loops on the hook. The second single crochet is done. Let's continue. We can count the ways to check the number of stitches. 6 single crochets are done. Pull this short yarn tail tight to close the ring. Remove the marker. And work 1 slip stitch in the first stitch to join this round. Insert hook into this marked stitch. Hook the yarn and pull up loop. Then pull the first loop through the second loop on the hook. Make sure to tighten up when you work the snip stitch. The snip stitch serves as a connection. It is not counted into the number of stitches. Round 1 is done. The stitches for rounds 2 to 5 are the same. In rounds 2 to 5, work 1 chain stitch, 6 single crochets, and 1 slip stitch for each round. We'll demonstrate round 2. Work 1 chain stitch. The chain stitch as a beginning is to raise a height and will not be counted into the number of stitches. Then work 6 single crochets. Work the first single crochet in the stitch where we just worked the snip stitch of last round. Place the marker in the first stitch of every round. Okay. Continue to work 5 more single crochets in the same way. Six single crochets are done. Remove the marker and work 1 snip stitch. The snip stitch serves as a collection. It is not counted into the number of stitches. Round 2 is done. Please finish rounds 3 to 5 by yourself. Work 1 chain stitch, 6 single crochets, and 1 snip stitch for each round. Okay, round 5 is done. Fasten off and leave a long end for sewing. Break yarn. Pull the yarn tail out. Cut off this yarn tail. Thread the yarn tail through a needle. Fold the fabric in half and sew up both sides like this. Okay, one arm is completed. Crochet the other arm in the same way. Two arms are completed. Crochet 2 arms in the same way for another main body with green yarn.